Scott Brown here. In today's exciting episode, I try and do a mortise and tenon joint. And also I get a little delivery from YouTube. Not the best weather today. Hopefully that won't matter because today is the second round of Japanese joinery. So while I have every intention to renovate houses this year and potentially even build a brand new house, I also want to do my own furniture. So while I consider what kind of furniture that may be, I'm practicing techniques that might help me do a good job of the furniture. Now if you watched the first episode where I tried some Japanese joinery, you'll know where I'm getting a lot of my Japanese joinery ideas from. But also one more thing that we're going to look at before this episode is over. I got a package from YouTube. So we'll have a look at that a bit later. Here's all the joins I did here. Still sitting there. And I've got some more cedar here that I'm going to use today. And let there be light. When you consider joins that might be useful for building furniture, I figured a mortise and tenon join would be a good one to start with. I tried to do one back in Scotland. Unscrew it and then...
You're fucking playing again.
I am.
Joint's not very good.
No, it's pretty rough.
It's pretty shite there, it's overhanging. There's a wee gap there. Thanks. You're welcome. And
yeah, it was a little bit rough. So let's see if we can improve that. And let's just have fun anyway. Now there's all these types of tenons here. I'm just going to do a normal tenon, so we don't really need that. Now, in an effort to avoid that tear out there, I've picked up a couple of things. This thing here is a wee Japanese scribing knife. It's probably another word for it. And this is a marking gauge. I already had a marking gauge, but this one here has got twin blades, and they are like knife blades. There we go. And what that does is it cuts the top layer of wood fibers that go across here, and therefore when you cut the deeper cut with the saw, you're not picking up this top layer of wood fibers because it's already been cut. All of this is coming off, and that is staying there. The teeth on this one seem to have a bit more bite. So that is a rough cut of the tenon. Let's see if we can tidy it up a bit. Well, I definitely don't plan on quitting my day job anytime soon. This isn't my forte. Renovating and building houses is. But the skills lend themselves to one another, I feel. We have a tenon. Now we need a mortise for this to go into. And I'm going to take the advice of people who commented on the last video and trace the tenon so I get a snug fit. course I don't do it completely by hand. Right, let's chisel the rest. That hole stops the timber from splitting. Now I have to cut down to it. So it's from there. Alright. So it goes in like that. Now this is the moment where you lock the tenon into the mortise. Those cuts were to allow for these wedges. Now tap the wedges in. Oh, it's pulling it in. The more you squint, the better it looks. There we go. Solid, solid, solid. There we have it. A bit of an improvement compared to the one that I did in Edinburgh. I'll pop that up there. But still, got a long way to go. A wedged mortise and tenon. I might cut it flush now. Actually, no, I'll leave it like that. Oh, this might say more about me than it does the joint. Oh, you can barely hear it crack. That is solid. Now I got this in the mail a couple of days ago and I've been dying to open it, but I wanted to do it so you guys can see it. Basically, YouTube give out a series of awards or plaques or little things to say congratulations on reaching a milestone. First milestone they do that for is 100,000 subscribers. How do you open this? Alright. Ooh la la. So it's in like a little pizza box essentially. Packaged with great care by Rick. Thanks Rick. Look, they send a little letter with it as well. Hey. Presented to Scott Brown Carpentry for passing 100,000 subscribers. This is pretty cool. So it looks like it's a brushed aluminium. They call it a silver award, and then it's got this mirror that you can see my van in. How about that? I can thank you guys for this, following the channel for the last couple of years. This is a huge, I don't know, I'm really thankful. Like, you guys don't have to watch this. There's so many things you can watch out there, and you take the time out of your day to watch my videos, so I appreciate it. I really do. This actually isn't my first play button. This is my first YouTube play button. Look at that. Made out of Abodo pine, which is a type of pine that has been stained throughout the whole timber. So no matter where you cut it, you still see the stain. So I got this for Christmas of 2018 from my girlfriend Jessica, who made this. She had access to a CNC machine and yeah, cut all this out. She called this my celebration for 25,000 subscribers, which is where the channel was at the time. It's almost the exact same size.